in the front with Ben. You guys can ask too if you have them.
BJ, I just wanted to ask, it felt like the attack was kind of hitting a different level with Ahmed, kind of maybe playing more centrally and combining with Hani. Just what did you make of his performance and his ability to kind of pick out that final pass?
Yeah, can you hear? Yeah, I thought Ahmed found really good spaces between the lines. It's something that I think suits his profile. And then was really proud of him that once he got in between the lines, he turned and started running at the back line and being able to make those plays. We know he can make them. It's just about getting them on the ball and finding those opportunities. So I thought his contributions kind of opened that game up for us, especially in the first half.
And I believe this is the first game this year that you conceded more than one goal. What did you make of the way you guys responded every time you gave up a goal? It felt like you came back and pretty quickly scored on your own.
Yeah, I mean, there's none of us are going to be happy with the way that we conceded goals tonight, and that's something that we're going to have to obviously get better doing or preventing. But like you said, the response is what we judge everybody by, right? We can accept mistakes. We can always learn and improve. But we have to be grounded with proper responses. And I thought tonight the group really, continued to fight and dig deep and get contributions from a lot of different players on the field.
We'll go to Bolaire and then we'll just go across. Audio, Jacob.
BJ, Ahmed Qasim had a goal and assist tonight. Big moment for him, obviously coming into the way the last season ended. Didn't seem like he was getting a whole lot of minutes and contribution. Then there was an injury as well. What have you seen from him this season that's been a little different, or has there been anything different from him this season at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's putting, he's putting a ton of work in off the field and on the field in the training. I think he's getting, he's getting acclimated to maybe about the physicality of the MLS and kind of, having a bit more, I would say, ball security. And then you see the qualities come out, and it's my job to put him in positions to bring those qualities out. And he's done a great job, recently in making impactful plays for us. And I think as long as we can continue to find him in between the lines, it's a dangerous, he can be a dangerous player.
Another player who kind of stepped up when Surge has been hurt the past couple of games is Warren Madrigal, and he doesn't technically get on the score sheet. He gets the other assist, not the primary assist, but he doesn't get on the score sheet. But can you just tell us a little bit of what he does other than the goals and assists and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw like when we were deep in our buildup, he's able to be physical and hold the ball up and help us get out. He has the ability to sort of rotate into a wide position and kind of go one-on-one and cut across the middle of the field. So that unbalances teams because, if he's coming from the forward position, you can kind of lose track of him. And then for me, defensively, he put a really good shift in, and that's something that is non-negotiable with us.
Vijay, it has always seemed like you trust and make Kasem a lot, and that's why you play him a lot of minutes. My question goes this way: Is it anything missing from my next game, not from tonight, of course, that would allow him to actually fight for every minute with his team?
I mean, I think he's a young player, still developing, and we're going to continue to help him develop. I think he's doing really well tactically. He's really intelligent with the way he defends and the positionings that he takes. And now offensively, I think he's starting to find where he can impact the game the most, and it's our job to continue to have that come out.
Probably the most silent game tonight was for Matthew Corcoran, and he played the full 90 minutes in plus, having a great game, being as silent as he goes on his game. What can you tell us about what he did tonight?
I think a game that you saw from Matt, people that watch soccer a lot, his ability to control the tempo of the game with the ball was really, really good. His ability to travel and support the center backs when they're fighting for first and second balls, and give them a simple passing option, I thought was really good. And then, again, I started to see him switching the ball, and obviously he had a one ball behind a Christian that was just offsides. He had one behind Hani that was just over hit. So again, adding sort of an extended passing range into his game as well. But the ground that he covered, the second balls that he got, and then the ball security that he was on was a really good game from him.
BJ, Ben mentioned that this was your first game all season, conceding more than one goal in game, but Charlotte's goals, they came off a corner kick and then, Pep Biel with a long shot from outside the box. How much concern do you have in just the defense after a game where, the opportunities really didn't seem like they were, coming a ton for Charlotte, but they still scored 2 goals?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not concerned at all. I mean, these things happen. Like, we've been really good this year on defensive set pieces, and we'll obviously look at it and get better from it. And then yeah, overall we probably didn't defend the top of the box as well as we could, but at the other point, like Pep Biel's a pretty good player in this league, and he put a nice ball on the goal. So again, I'm more proud of the way that we started the game with intensity, the way we responded in certain situations. And if we can continue to do that, and again, continue to improve, we'll only be moving forward here.
With Sam coming off his hamstring injury, playing in 4.5, what were you hoping to see out of him, and how confident do you feel just after watching tonight, for what he'll be able to do, going forward, especially with the Champions Cup semifinals coming up?
Yeah, expected him to score 2 goals in 45 minutes. No. Listen, we have to, it's the same thing with Warren. Warren didn't really train as much as he should have or he couldn't train. I don't want to say it in a negative way, like with the shoulder. So we wanted to protect him, and same thing with Sam coming back in. So it was a natural ability to have a planned substitution at halftime for both of those guys. And I thought both of them handled it in a really professional way and made impacts when they're called on. And that's what we ask everybody who gets an opportunity in the game. Your job is to elevate what's happening on the field. And I thought Sam did a really good job tonight doing that, both with the ball and without the ball.
BJ, kind of adding on to the Sam surge going on at halftime, you mentioned that you guys have already set in stone and having the one at half. Leading up to this game, was there any point that you may have thought of having him being subbed in the 65th minute, give or take, or was it always you need a solid second half out of him, or just a half in general leading up into Tigres?
I think for us, it was just, sort of day by day on how he was feeling and how he was recovering and sort of the intensity that he was able to push in training. And then, I don't know, maybe 2 days before the game, we kind of settled on, I think 45, and it's good for him to get 45. And, now be able to recover and see how he recovers for Tuesday. So, but again, I think it was a really good collaboration between Sam, the high performance medical team, and the coaching staff to try to put him in the best possible way to make an impact for us tonight. And also at the same time, hopefully be able to turn around and make an impact in some capacity for Tigres.
And also, too, with the midfield, the last couple of weeks, you've also mentioned about just maybe the lack of creativity or the lack of the attention in the final attacking third. Tonight, it seemed like it was the Nashville SC of, not of old, but just at the start of the season. You start out hot, you're high press, high attack. It just seemed like this was an original form for you guys, back to the original core, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I think for us, we spent a lot of time early in the week having opportunities to finally train to, again, try to get back to what we do. And just just to continue to refine the ideas that we want. And, so that was an area that I think we focused on. And I mean, when you look at the fourth goal's off a set piece, which is still really good. But I mean, the 3 goals that we scored tonight are really, really high level goals.
Yeah. With the sold out today, your fans support you 100%. And with your not 100% satisfied, what did you think is wrong with our defense today? Like the people can thinking maybe we was vulnerable one game before the CONCACAF game, What did you need to fix it to the people believe and buy the next ticket for Tuesday?
I mean, listen, I think, the support that we get here is tremendous. It was a packed house tonight. I thought the combination of the players' energy with the fan energy brought out what you saw, which was a really high level 4-goal performance. I can tell you we constantly are going to reflect and refine on what we're doing. But, really pleased overall with the group, and, what we can expect if you're coming to the game on Tuesday is another opportunity where you can see our guys playing intense and playing in a way that embodies what this stadium deserves.
BJ, bringing Zurich on the half side and watching him score twice show great technical vision. what did you see in the first half that made you realize he was the perfect piece to break Charlotte down?
I mean, for us, like I said, it was a pre-planned sub, so it wasn't really anything that we saw in the first half to bring Sam on. But what I would say is for us, we know his strengths. We know that he runs well behind the back line. We know that he arrives in the penalty box well. We did think there were some opportunities there. And I thought, again, he executed great.
And the team completely dominated possession and dictated the pace of the game today. However, Charlotte scored at the tricky moment. How proud are you of the mental toughness your players showed to stay calm and immediately regain control after the concession?
Yeah, it's something that we talk about, right? We talk about having a strong mentality. We talk about if we're trying to really compete and be eye to eye with elite teams, this is what you have to do, and you have to be able to train these responses. And what I think what you saw there tonight was a team that never put their head down, a team that never sort of went internal, right? It was all about working together, communicating, and getting back to what we do as quick as we can. And we know when we're doing that we can stabilize the game and we can continue to create goal scoring chances.
Thanks, coach. Thanks, guys.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Recording stopped.
That's what I was trying to say about the door, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. I thought you were saying we have been recording. I was
Yeah.
like, yes.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so now back with Ahmed Qasim. Had a goal and assist tonight. His first, I don't know if you know, this first career MLS multi-point match. So we'll go ahead and start with questions again, beginning with Ben. You guys can ask two if you have them.
Congrats on the performance. I'm curious for you this season what it's been like playing an attack with Hani and Sam and Christian and just being part of an attack that's performing at a high level.
No, it's so fun to play with this player, and especially when we have so much good connections to each other, and yeah, so much quality with Espinosa, Serich, Hani, Madrigal, Mule, so much fun.
And then it looks like you've been maybe dropping into midfield a little bit more and playing maybe in a three. What's that role been like for you?
No, it's that's where I find myself with like where I can bring the best of myself with my qualities to drop down and follow the press and be in the pocket and turn, and yeah, so that's a nice area, and of course I want to play there.
We'll go same order we did before.
Ahmed, I asked you about this last year, so I'm gonna ask you again. But at least two of the countries you are eligible to represent are heading to the World Cup. What are your national team ambitions going into this next phase?
No, it's of course it's two countries I love, and you were in Mexico and you felt the love with the Iraqi fans, and they loved soccer, and they always, if I not playing so much or if I play, they always support me so much in the social media and private, and at one point you feel the love, and of course you want to represent like both countries. I can't say exactly now, but we're working on stuff, and hopefully I can yeah, I don't want to say answer, but I feel the love from the people, and I hope one day I can give back.
And then just going back to tonight, this is a little easier. But what was there any specific things you worked on this season compared to last season? That was your first season in MLS, and now here you are, maybe a little more comfortable. Anything specific you worked on for this season specifically?
No, I think it's a lot with the mindset. Like Hani talks with me as a big brother every day, and he helps me a lot. And sometimes I'm too hard on myself, and I want to perform, of course. And I always try to push myself and training hard and try to push up the intensity all the time. And yeah, I'm glad to perform today, and I hopefully can keep on going. But yeah, the most important, I put the work in the gym and everything. So yeah.
I mean, you already told us released to play with the likes of Espinosa, Sulrich, Marta, all of them. But now tonight you have to play kind of different, I believe, because in the first half you have Madrigal running either around next to you, and the second half you have Sulrich. What's different right there?
No, it's of course Serge is a more not a target, but he's a more hold up player, and I know that he's a goal scorer. He's dangerous, and I want to make it easy for him. And with Madrigal, it's fun to play with him because we are two young guys that like to rotate a lot. And you know, if I go deep, he can pocket, and yeah, it's fun to play with both. But it's different players, and you know, they bring with different qualities, and that's why we're so dangerous this year. I think we have a lot of different qualities.
I know it only takes seconds to make a decision whenever you have a ball, especially inside the area. Was a quick thought about you taking that shot instead of giving it to Hani to score?
No, I have passed too many times in this situation, so this time I need to shoot, you know. And yeah, I'm glad to score, but I already gave Hani a pass, so you need to be glad with this one.
Yeah, Ahmed, you know, you've through your year and a half or so here in Nashville, you've kind of been, you know, in the starting line, out of the starting line for both, you know, stretches at a time. What do you feel you need to do in your game to, you know, make the case that you should be, you know, more of a permanent fixture in that starting 11?
If I perform like this every game, of course I will be in the starting 11. If not, I have like I know that BJ plays the one that deserve like it's not talk like I don't like I of course I want more minutes, but I'm not raised to go and complain to the coach because I put the work, and I know that if I deserve to play I play, if I don't deserve to play I don't play, and that's my mindset.
And you mentioned how Hani has kind of been, you know, sort of a big brother figure for you. What are maybe some of the things that he's taught you just about, you know, soccer, just, you know, maybe from a tactical perspective and also just from, you know, adjusting to MLS, you know, coming to America and, you know, acclimating here to Nashville?
No, he like he always talk with me to always like move forward, you know. Don't grapple so much, don't think so much, just play, have fun, and you know, don't go home and think about stuff, you know. Because I like to think a lot. I'm an overthinker, you know. But he teach me so much every day, and yeah, I started like he bring me to the golf court, and he said like just try something else, you know, outside football, like, and yeah, so it's fun. He's a really big brother.
Ahmed, when it comes to the balance between, like you just mentioned, trying not to overthink things and being too much into soccer, trying to find something else, how much has film and video work been involved in your young career? Just learning from the year and a half you've been here in Nashville, along with your previous stints in Europe.
It's like for me, is to find a clear role, like in the team. Like I want them I want to give the team my qualities, and I need to find a good role for it. And this year I have find a much better role for me, and I think like tactically wise, this is a good role for me, and I always do what the coach wants. If he wants me to play another position, of course I play, and I put the work and everything. And like it depends on the away team also. Like sometimes it's different tactically, and yeah, I'm adaptable. And most of important, like I have this year raised the defensive work and yeah to help the team.
Adding on to that, when it comes to when you had last season when you were playing the U.S. Open Cup and you had just had to transfer to Nashville and you scored immediately in that game, and now how do you build off that kind of same momentum of when you came in as a transfer player now into this your first 2-point game in MLS in your MLS career? How do you build on that?
No, it's the hard work. Like every day, I need to put the work and have the mindset to always work and help the team. And I think like if I put the defensively work first, I think a lot will help. And yeah, like of course, it's football is not like every day is a good day, but it's just to move forward, game after game. And yeah, I need to have this mindset. Yes.
Yeah. Let's go back about Mukhtar. Uh, Mukhtar have a lot of years over here, and in my opinion, I never see he show that type of support. How would you feel? Like he support you, love you. Uh, you maybe can feel like oppression because I feel like that when somebody love me and take care of me and support me. I'm pressured that I can make something wrong. Uh, is not gonna be nice because he support you a lot. How would you feel about that? That feeling like he believe in you and he don't care to show everybody he is supporting.
No, I like Hani. He did like he's not only a big brother, he's a friend for me. Like he brings me like home to him, and like of course I with his child and with his wife, and I bring my wife and we eat, and it's like a friend. Like it's no pressure or nothing like that. He's always supportive and like a big brother. And his this year he helped me a lot, and of course I appreciate it. Yeah, when we say like my big brother support me, and for example, I doing wrong something, I feel like I don't do the things like he's thinking. That's what I'm saying, like pressure. No, I don't. No, it's nothing like that. I don't feel anything like that. Like it's. He never said to me, "Hey, you do this wrong or this wrong." Like I know when I do wrong or not. Like, but he's a supportive big brother. Yes.
Ahmed opened the score early with a great assist from Christian required a lot of confidence inside the box. How much confidence did that first goal give the team to control the rest of the game?
I think we had a really good start. This first 30 minutes, we played them out, and I think that, of course, the second goal helps us a lot. But I think like next game we need to keep going. I think after the second goal we go down a bit, and second half we ramp it up a bit. But like of course a goal is two up lead, and it helps of course the team. But next time we can't concede a goal directly after. Yeah.
The team showed great dominance today, keep over 60% of the position. As an attacking player, how comfortable do you feel in this system where you constantly control the ball and dictate the pace of the match?
I think that's where we want to be as a team this year, to have a lot of ball possession, but also attack. Like not only to have it for nothing. We always want to attack, and we're adaptable. If the team want to have more ball possession than us, we're comfortable to be in a medium block or in a low block. No problem. We counter attack. Like we have this year, I feel that we have a lot of keys to take down a team. Like we're good in really much areas, and this game, if everyone wants the ball all the time, we of course we have a good possession, and we score 4 goals, so it's perfect.
Can I actually keep past the mic? We'll do one more over here with Colby.
I just had a question. So in a season, there's a lot of ups and downs, especially for specific players with getting minutes and not getting minutes. How do you personally stay positive and know that those minutes will come? And like, what advice do you have for players that have kind of like different times where they get minutes and the time they don't get minutes?
Uh, the minutes come, as I said, if you deserve it. If you don't put the work, it will not come. You can't just like think, yeah, it will come, it will come. It's like you need to go every day, train and put in the work and show you deserve it. Like nothing is for free. It's high level. I have a really good teammates, but of course, put the work and work with yourself every day, and hopefully you'll get like
All right.